Hey everybody. Hi. It is a rainy Wednesday in the Pacific Northwest. Wow, that would be a welcome thing here, I'll tell you. A rainy Wednesday in the Pacific Southwest. Hi. Kamala Lopez is here. Ross in Rayong. Great to see you, Ross. I'm so happy to see you. I don't know where you are, but Rayong sounds exotic. Mucho gusto from Mexico. Hey, I wanted to tell everybody before we start the show, Trish King, who is going to be performing at the end of the show. I've got a little snippet from one of her YouTube videos, but she last night was live streaming with a lunch therapy t-shirt. So thank you, Trish King, for the promo, for the cross promotion. Let's get into this thing. We got some breathing to do. I've got Harlan Gleeson waiting in the wings. We're going to do something really different today. Things could go terribly wrong, but it's going to be fun anyway. Let's get in here, get some lunch therapy. All right, everybody, I'm in Cabo right now. This is some fresh footage sent up to me by Mulva and Niel from Cabo San Lucas. I'm in the surf. I'm just playing around in the surf. Whoa, my feet are getting all wet. It's super cold. I don't know if it's cold. It's probably really warm down there. It's breathing time. If anybody could look up Rayong, Rayong. Tell me where that is. I'd be interested. Because it says Ross in Rayong. Hello, Joel. Oh, and by the way, Ross, on the show, we say hoy. Hoy. We like to say hoy. Anyway, here comes breath. In through the nose, out through the toes. Harlan, I want you to join in as well, if you can hear us. Hold it. Let it go. The internet is fast. Trish King, here she is. Thailand. I wondered if it was Thailand. I think, she says. That was quick, though. Ross is my old computer buddy, that's for sure. We were in the trenches, Ross and I, doing some computer support out there for the masses. Actually, one of my guests today was one of my clients. Harlan Gleeson, the amazing comedian. And no living in Thailand. My friend Jeff Lohman just moved to Thailand. He speaks Thai. He and Mayada have their new place, and this breath is dedicated to them. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it out. Tricia is awesome. She's up there in Maine. She live streams her music. It was great because I could make suggestions and then she would play them. I of course made an obscure Tom Waits suggestion, like a weirdo, but she's gonna play it next time, I think. And then she played some other things that were just like, I don't know how this goes, and then it was amazing. It was like an incredible cover. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. I also got an idea of what it's like to be in the chat room and have the chats be delayed and all that stuff. It's like a video game. It's tough. So thanks for joining in today. We're gonna bring Harlan on. Breathing is over. Here we go. Harlan Gleeson is a long time friend of mine. He's a regular on the show. You all have seen him before. He tells incredible stories about wacky banshees. We had the banshee story on a while back. Today, we're going to start by, I'm going to have him join me, and we're going to look at some videos that are going to relax us, make us think. Yeah, we're doing a little bit of, I don't know what you call that. Here he is, Harlan Gleeson. Harlan.
Ross. Hey.
How
Yeah.
are you?
I'm great. I was in the wings there. I was wondering when you were actually gonna plant me
Right, you never know when
virtually
you're going to
on
pop in there.
say ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was saying things and I was making jokes and I realized that I wasn't being heard by anybody.
That's why I'm bringing you on for this segment, because usually I have the person waiting in the wings and they want to say some stuff. I'd like to hear from the chat room. Can you hear Harlan Gleeson? And if, give me some audio feedback, because I have no idea, as usual. I tried to rig this thing so that we could.
Yes, you can. You know you can.
You can. Does he have access to the Mayada fortune like TJ with Honda? See, this is one of those things. I don't know. Do you know what it means?
I don't,
Todd
I don't
is
have any idea.
Todd is really throwing one at us.
Well, I mean, the Miata fortune can either be like for the car, the Mazda Miata,
Yeah.
or it's like some kind of I don't know, it's like ancient Mayan treasure trove that was discovered in there.
Well, it says that you're low volume, so let's see. How can I pump up the volume?
Pump up the volume. Pump up the
Maybe
volume.
you. Let's see. How about now? Maybe now.
I don't know. I'm holding the microphone close to my mouth.
Cool.
So I don't know if that's helping.
I think maybe, I don't know. We'll see. He's quieter than you. That's cool. That way if I can talk over you, if I feel like, what you're saying is just a lie maybe, or.
Yeah. That's good. So you have like an extra sharp
Or I
tool
could bleep you. Bleep.
Yeah.
All right, let's watch some ASMR videos. This is something that I've shown on the show before.
Can you tell me what ASMR means again?
If somebody could Google that in the chat room, I can never remember what it means. It's like auto.
Oh,
I think he means
right.
Mayada.
That's right. Yeah. That's
right. Here we go. He means Mayada. I said Mayada. It's Mayada. That's why. Good one, Todd. No one understands what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, Miata is definitely very obscure. So obscure that I think two people in a very
So if someone could look up ASMR for us, we're gonna have some.
I get it. I remember now. It's like that sound that is somehow is a very satisfying sound.
It is.
Right?
Jeff Lohman. Yep.
This is a very satisfying sound. Also, the visual is interesting. You're crushing hearts. It's like your heart is being crushed.
Yeah. Does it have a deeper meaning, do you think?
I think so. I would say so. I mean,
I find this very enjoyable. I find it very enjoyable.
Okay.
But maybe I've got a problem.
Well, and also like the ASMR is like the sound, but also the visual is very enjoyable.
Oh yeah. Right? There are so many of these on then I think these are some of the better ones. Stu Pascal Sweeney says autonomous sensory meridian response.
Wow, that's some deep psychology. That's taking it back to the ancient Taoists.
The ancient Taoists. Yeah.
Yes.
So let's go on to the next thing I want to show you. This is apparently a camera that falls from an airplane and lands in a pig pen. Must watch end. Is
lands
what it
in
says.
a pig pen? Where?
So this is let's see. Oh.
Hey, whoa.
Mia Munsell's video here. I mean, do you think this is real, or do you think somebody's just in a plane shaking the camera and then they maybe cut to?
I have to believe it's real.
I'm getting dizzy. I don't know about y'all.
Extravagant. So it's like it's spinning so fast that it has one image.
I can still hear the plane though. Oh.
Boom.
Wow. And then of course the pig, comes along and goes, "What's this?"
That's crazy.
Is that true? Do you think? I think that's a little bit.
I believe it 100%. I think it's totally true. That is incredible.
Oh.
I absolutely love it. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's incredible. All right.
I just got distracted by reading the comments. Somebody commented on the crushing hearts.
Yeah, that always is difficult. That's part of the fun. Right now, I've got so many things going on right within the show. We're pushing the envelope.
Wow, look at this. Is this more ASMR?
Yeah, this is another ASMR.
I see. This is not sound now. This is just visual ASMR.
Well, it's very faint, I think. This is,
really-
I guess, one of the. Let's see if I can pump up the volume on that. Can you hear it?
I can, and but I'm seeing your weight room mostly. I'm not
You're seeing
the
my
actual tape.
what?
The weight room. The
Oh,
I see the cake or whatever is being cut, but then I also see what I
wow.
don't think I'm supposed to be seeing, which is the mirrors and your weights and
Wow, it's crazy, man.
the bench. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. All right, well, let's move
That
on
is-
just to one other thing.
That is very satisfying.
It is. I kind of like it.
Yeah, it's just like a flaky.
So what about this? Do you see this?
Yes, I do. I do. It's just the robot jumper. Oh man, that is incredible. Oh, what's up, dude? He's just doing
Totally.
it.
I'm doing a little settings thing here. This is really going to freak people out. Hold on. See, I
Oh,
think what's going
slow
on
motion.
is I've got a background, and that's why you're seeing my weight room. So, little technical
now
thing
I'm-
there.
Now I'm not. Now it's good.
Yeah.
It looks pretty clear. That was awesome. Boston
Let's
Dynamics
see what
is
Ross
crushing
says.
the game, dude.
I think that's ice cream. He thought that was ice cream, that cake thing. It looked good.
Wow, look at this guy, dude. Just yoga robot. That's incredible.
Isn't that nuts? Now, do you think that's a real robot?
I believe it is.
That's Boston Dynamics robots.
I know. I'm looking a little closer. It looks a little bit like virtual somehow.
It does, isn't it? But I think it
Little
might
bit.
be real.
I mean, that if it's real, I'm gonna go with the assumption that it is real. That's absolutely amazing.
Do you think it's a threat?
Do I think it's a threat? No, I don't. I think it's a tool. Sand fleet, huh? That's what we used to call my buddy's mom.
Yeah.
Well, that's what she called herself. She was from Marin County, and back in the 50s, they used to hang out on the beach. And she had the nickname Sand Fleet. She would just hop around the beach. Real kind of like like that could have been a character on Gidget or something like that.
So this is another robot that just hops
Wow.
around.
Just jumped its Sand Fleet all the way to the roof.
Yeah.
Wow. Here goes the hop. Another hop. And launch, baby. Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Damn.
Trish says that's what we need here in Maine in the winter. Then we wouldn't have to leave the house. Like robots that go out and like do whatever you need
Shovel snow.
them to do.
Damn.
Here we go. Here we go.
The
Whoa.
Holy fucking shit, dude.
Yeah. All right, I'm moving on because
I love your videos, dude. I think they're fantastic.
they're good, right? Sand Flea was developed for funding by DARPA, Judo, Rapid Equipping Force. I don't know.
I think there's just absolutely like, an endless amount of stuff that's happening in the science world that we have.
I think we're missing all of it. We're sitting here watching, our news cycle,
That's
and we're
right.
missing
That's
all
right.
this stuff that's going on.
We're caught up in Trump's world.
Yeah, look at this thing.
Wow, look at this guy, dude. Just
Same thing.
hanging
Boston
there,
Dynamics are
dude.
just going to town over there, and that thing looks like it's got a jetpack on its face.
Just like break dancer, dude. Dancer. He's a dancer.
How are we missing this? How did I not know about this?
What's up, player? Look at this guy and his moves, dude. That's some J-Lo shit, dude.
Okay, I got one more thing.
Woo-wee. That's awesome.
The robot dog. The name of the show is Should I Get a Robot Dog?
Should I get a robot dog?
Yeah. You have a dog.
I do have a dog. Yeah, he's in here, as a matter of fact, right now. He's part of the show.
Is he?
whether he likes
All
it or
right.
not.
We love dogs on the show, by the way.
Dang, look at this guy. He definitely looks nefarious. I mean, it does not look like a friendly.
I don't know a dog that does that. Has a long neck and a weird claw face.
Yeah, I mean, that's like out of a horror flick, dude, for sure.
What do you see? They have like a bunch of them. Okay, I'm just going to show you the ad because you can actually get one of these for $75,000.
You're out of your falcon mind. No way.
You can get them for $75,000.
Wow. Just rolling down the beach.
Bonus, no poop.
I know. You don't have to get the plastic bags.
Yeah. Look at them.
Yeah. They can do like nuclear stuff. That's true.
Yeah, think of all the stuff they could do. to us.
Wow, they were pulling a truck, dude. Oh my god.
It's crazy, isn't it?
They're biting the shit, dude.
Look at all of them. There's a bunch of them. Oh
Yeah.
boy. Okay, now there's a couple of them together.
It's funny how you kind of like assign, like you do assign some sort of animus to them, like they feel like they're creatures.
Yeah, they do.
You know,
Why doesn't it have a head? That's a good question. I want to show you this too.
Wolfrit.
Here, just because, like, it seems like, we're like, is this a threat to us? But is it a threat to animals? Animals first. They're like, this is a cat with a mechanical dinosaur.
Yeah, that is.
Is there a different answer than yes? I don't know. After it's, look at this cat.
There's a slow-mo.
It just totally levitates. I'm going to get me a robot dog, is what Gunnell says. Do you know in Pittsburgh they say robot instead of robot?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Robot.
Do you believe it?
That is some Pittsburgh.
That's crazy. One more, just to cleanse the palate. Adorable cats swimming together for the first time.
Oh.
This has nothing to do with robots.
Cats.
It's just cats.
Look at that.
This is from the site Nathan the Beach Cat. There we go. Who knew that happened?
I know. Cats generally, I don't know them to be swimmers.
I don't either. It's the thing. We turn everything on its head here at Lunch Therapy.
Yeah, really do. This is synchronized swimming. I mean,
yeah, this is pretty cool. Jenny Sykes says, if dog had a head, it would sell better. If the dog had a head, it would sell better. Obviously, the people who make the robots don't understand. They understand technology, but not animal lovers.
That's correct.
They got to make it a lot cuter.
Yeah, because that dog. I mean, that robot dog looked like a cyborg just out to kill all humans.
Yeah. Oh, Pittsburgh talk. But they put French fries on sandwiches so people in Pittsburgh can pronounce words any way they want.
Ooh, that's right. A little shout out for Pittsburgh right there. The bird getting some props.
Right. Yeah, we got to
screw around there.
All right, so let's move on to the crazy story. This has been a fun viewing party.
I thought about this. You approached me with crazy stories of Harlan Gleeson.
Let me get us into the room. We got to get in the room first.
Yeah, we might as well start while the cats are swimming.
Okay, hold on. Let's get in there because I wanna get a better look at your face. Maybe we can get some better sound. Here we go. Okay, that was the transitional period there. I think I did all right with that. I don't know.
But I love it.
Can we hear Harlan? Let's see what's in the chat room while we check our technical. Certainly wouldn't want a robot dog humping my leg.
I can't hear anything.
Oh, okay, just a sec. Yeah. Oh. Hold on. Okay. How about now?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
There we go. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, we're back in. We're here with Harlan Gleeson. And that was fun. Viewing party, that's a new thing. I had to do, pretty much, I had to learn some contortionist mind contortion to make it work.
Okay.
And it still kind of worked and kind of didn't.
Definitely on the man on the wheels of steel.
I'm a robot, by the way.
Which is it's a hip hop analogy to
I
your.
like it. Is it a reference or an analogy?
I don't know. I'm not smart enough to know the answer to that. What I mean to say is that you're the disc jockey of the technology of Lunch Therapy, and you're doing
That's
a
exactly it.
job. So you're the man on the wheels of steel.
I'm like I see. I'm like a comedy disc jockey.
That's right. DJ Joe Marshall.
DJ. You gotta come up with a name for me that's my DJ name.
DJ DJ, yeah.
Because last time you had like a breakdancer name, and everybody was kind of jealous. The
What about
Banshee.
J Mar? DJ J Mar.
DJ Jamar. I like it. As long as it's not taken. I
Joe
better get the
Shao.
domain.
Joe Shao. Joe Mar. We're going to land on
Harlan.
something.
The
Yeah.
Yeah Baby sounded like it came from Red Alert 2. Video game
Yeah,
reference?
baby. It's
Uh,
Harlan with an A-N. But that's okay.
Yeah.
I've been called Harlem my entire life.
Look at this. DJ Comedius.
I like that.
I
It's
like
got
that
a
name.
little Roman flavor to it.
Yeah. All right, so we're into the crazy story right now.
Yeah, let's do it. I thought about this, and I thought long and hard about it. And, growing up in Los Angeles, in Koreatown with, a whole bunch of brothers and sisters, 10 to be exact. There's a lot of crazy stories that have happened. And I, at some point in my life, will follow through with this. Want to do like a collection of LA stories, because not only stories that I've witnessed, but a lot of my friends and my brother's friends, sisters' friends, have these crazy LA stories that happen at all these sort of iconic landmarky type spots in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sort of do some just crazy LA storytelling. So these anecdotes won't be one anecdote; it might be a few.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to start with, sort of chronological. So, I could start with.
Harlan, cut to the chase.
I could start with one.
It started. It started.
I'm not totally proud of this, but
Oh, okay.
back when we were kids,
Yeah.
there was this campaign. I don't know if you know Jerry's Kids. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jerry
He had
Lewis.
these Jerry Lewis. He'd have these telethons. And he had it when we were kids. You could go around as a kid and collect money for Jerry's Kids, and they'd hand out like cartons or like milk cartons, and you put the money in the milk cartons, and then you take the money. I don't know if you'd send it to them or you take it to like a Jerry's Kids location in the valley or something like that and drop off the money. So me and my older brothers got this great idea that we would just go around and collect the money and knock on doors and collect money. But we never gave the money to anybody but our own selves.
You were the Jerry's Kids.
Yeah, and we were, and I was, I don't have to ask forgiveness because I really didn't know any better. I think I was like 6, 7 years old. And so to me, it was just like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like we're just able to get all this free money.
Yeah.
This, then, and I remember thinking that until I was probably around 13 or 14. Then I remembered back like, holy shit, like what scumbags we were for doing that.
Totally.
And so this is sort of a confessional, but it's also, I spoke with somebody just a couple months ago who did the same exact thing. So it made me feel a little less
Really?
bad. So I
Yeah.
think a lot of the kids in Los Angeles at the time were just collecting money for themselves and really doing nothing great about it.
It was just it was a good way to make money if you didn't have a paper route.
That's correct. That is more than correct.
And also, you went around making people feel good about themselves, right?
Yeah.
You're just going around making people feel good about themselves. So
Yes.
I don't know. There's no harm in that, right?
There isn't. I mean, there was like half the equation was settled. The people that gave us the money
Yeah.
felt good in that moment. But I mean, the other half of the equation, we felt very good about spending that money on candy.
Yeah.
Another thing we did as kids, when you grow up in Koreatown without a pool,
Yeah.
like there was no pool in the summertime, we would walk around the neighborhood and scope out pools that we believed we could probably sneak into that were at apartment complexes.
Yeah.
It was called pool hopping. It was the only way that we could enjoy a good swim during the summertime in the city. And so, we did that pretty much daily. And we definitely zeroed in on a couple of pools, one on 6th and Oxford, for example.
Can we call that up on Google? I'm just kidding.
You could. It's probably still there. As a matter of fact, they had a jacuzzi.
We don't have that technical.
We could go there all day. We could just say, we could swim and go in the jacuzzi and have a good time all day. And that was a
And did they catch you?
turn of events. Well, we got caught and chased away from, I don't know, countless amounts of pools. But as I said, like we would zero in on, we had 2 pools that we never got chased away. We never got caught. Like nobody ever swam in these pools for some reason at the apartment complex. So we could just literally hang out there all day, bring our towels, and go into the jacuzzi and invite these girls that we wanted to hang out with, and we would just have good times at these pools. So that pool hopping definitely a staple in Los Angeles.
We have a question for you.
It's a neckerchief.
A neckerchief.
It's a Gleeson tradition. As an Irishman in Los Angeles, I'll quickly become sort of a skin cancerous disaster unless I wear a handkerchief around my neck when I go outside.
Is that where the melanoma usually occurs, like right around the neck area?
My dad had it, around here and his back, and then down sort of bottom. And so, my dad wore it forever and ever. My dad is an actor, Redmond Gleeson. Look him up on IMDb. You'll see like he was in all these crazy movies in the 80s. He always played crazy. Usually he got the part of the IRA guy, the IRA Irishman that was blowing shit up or was some sort of villain. He was the IRA guy in the Octagon. But he always wore a neckerchief. So a lot of his kids stole that little trait.
I'm trying to call up a picture of him wearing a neckerchief. I found one.
Be plenty. As I got older, we got into graffiti art.
Mm-hmm.
Graffiti art was a big sort of the first wave of it that came through Los Angeles. So I have some fairly crazy stories around that.
Definitely, let's hear one. There was the one that involved. There's your dad.
There he is.
Wearing a neckerchief. Isn't that great?
Guy just looks like he just hopped off the boat there. Hopped off the boat.
We just fact checked that one. It is a tradition, huh?
That's right. That is right.
Don't you? Toddley likes gas fire stories.
I have a gas fire story. This is actually not a great. Okay, thank you for bringing it up, but it's not the happiest of stories. I'm not gonna lie.
All right.
We had some friends over at our house, and as preteen and teenage kids are wont to do, we started getting into some trouble by spraying our feet, the tips of our shoes, with I think it was Raid, or it was one of these, something that was flammable, and then we'd light it on fire, and we'd be like, oh, hey, whoa, this is crazy, and we'd put it out. And we were doing that, and we're like, wow, this is super fun. And my brother's like, you know what? There's something I think there's a jar of kerosene in the basement.
Oh my God, this is like my story.
Yeah.
I like
Let's go get that jar of kerosene. So I was like, kerosene? Like, okay, we're about to step this up big time. And, so we, go to the basement, and then, Richmond's gets this jar. It's just white, looks like moonshine, but it's kerosene in a glass jar. And it's just we're taking it up the basement stairs to the backyard. And we're like, yeah, all right, let's put this on our feet, and let's put this out. We start lighting that. Whoa, it's crazy. And I did it a few times. So our friend Josh.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Should I get the cat video ready?
Our friend Josh, he put it on his foot, and he was a tall guy. He was not the most. He was kind of a klutz. He was a clumsy kid. He was kind of didn't know his size.
Yeah.
And he lit his foot on fire. And he's like, oh, and he kicked the table that the kerosene was on.
Oh no.
And the table the kerosene was on was actually a door that was sitting on 2 crates. So it wasn't locked down. So the whole tabletop just sprang up, and the jar of kerosene flew into the air and drenched him.
Oh.
And then he caught on fire.
On fire? No.
Yes.
No way.
Yes. went into a full panic and
Yeah.
and just ran into our house. Like,
Ran.
ran. He was just like, he didn't
Drop
know
and
what
roll.
to do. And we were all just, I mean, I'm 12 years old. I'm like, oh my fucking God, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I was panicked.
Yeah.
I was like I froze. And my oldest brother ran into the house and tackled him because he was just running. He was like going to run down the street or something, like Richard Pryor style. And my brother ran after him, tackled him, and then tried to roll him up. Yeah, exactly. Stop, drop, and roll. And we had actually been taught that, right? That was like kind of part of our lexicon of thinking.
I guess they know kids are going to grab. I don't know who puts the jar of kerosene or gasoline in the garage or the basement or whatever, but they also, when they do that, they're like, oh, I better tell the kids to drop and roll.
Yeah. Well, he didn't. And my brother tackled him and tried to roll him up in the carpet. He actually he fought off my brother. My brother was trying to put him out.
Oh, scary.
And he turned around. So this is this is like now second number, let's say 11 or 12. He's still on fire.
Yeah.
He ran then back out into the backyard. And then Reynard, my oldest brother, thank God, just stayed on him and tackled him into our sandbox. We had a big sandbox for all the little kids. Thank God we had that in the backyard, and tackled him in that, and then just rolled him, just like wouldn't let go of him and put him out. But he was terribly injured.
Wow. Kate says, okay, my God, which I'm thinking is, oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. It was terrible. And, the real hero in the story was my oldest brother, Reynard. God bless him.
He was thinking,
and he was the only one. Every one of us was like, actually just like in a static panic. Yeah. We just didn't know what we were just like looking at this. And if it wasn't for him, I mean, it's possible he could have died. He could have just ran himself and never gotten out, but Reynard really, and Reynard at this time was probably 15, maybe. He wasn't even, you know what I mean? Like he was really actually very beyond his years wise, and then had the presence of mind to take off all of his clothes so they didn't melt into him. Yeah.
I do want to say, Ganell, yes, I never did jump off the apartments, but I definitely had a lot of friends who they would go to an apartment building, they would knock on the door. They get the apartment manager to chase them. They'd go all the way to the top of the roof, and they'd jump off, and it was a building that was on the water. So they'd jump off into Lake Washington.
Wow.
Apparently, it was really high, super high. And part of it was like you had to jump off because once you started running from the guy, you were either going to jump off or get arrested or something. And I never did it. They always said you had to wear shoes.
Yeah. And
I never did it because I was like, I'm going to die. And what happened was one guy landed on another guy. And I think they were okay, but I don't think it was fun. It was not fun.
Sound good.
So here's some childhood tragedy stories.
Sorry, that
was a request. That was so cool
story.
Because Todd requested it, and then you just had it like a jukebox.
Yeah, gas fire story. So he recovered. He actually recovered at the same hospital that Richard Pryor had gone to. That was like, I remember as kids, we were like, oh my God, Richard Pryor was here. It was not long after Richard Pryor, actually. It was like the year before Richard Pryor was at the same hospital. And my father was, again, it brings a tear to my eye because my dad went to the hospital almost every day to visit with Josh and, brought him stand-up comedy tapes. And, and Josh reported to me much later, 20 years later, how touched he was that my father was so loving to him in that time. It was like, it meant so much to him. So that was cool.
That's
but
awesome.
He did fully recover, and he's fine now.
Oh, well, that's good. Okay, I'm going to have to end the show, but we're going to have to bring you back on because you got you're a regular. You're a regular on the show. You'll be back to tell more crazy stories.
That one was not so funny, but
it was a good story though, and it fits the bill. Crazy story. The way I define it is, it has all kinds of like twists and turns, and it makes you go, "What? Wow! What happened? oh my God, I can't believe that happened. That's a crazy story. Or maybe a story where there's a bizarre coincidence. That's always another good crazy story.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm moving on to the dance break. Thank you very much for being on the show, Harlan.
You're more than welcome, Joel.
It's been
Always
super fun.
Enjoy your company.
And I'm looking forward to having you on, and also for trying out the new viewing party scenario. That was fun.
Yes.
That was good.
Yes.
All right, we're moving on.
I like that. Yeah. We're talking about the videos.
Yeah, well, you were like, yeah, sure. I don't know what that was, but
yeah. It reminds me of those movies, that it was like that show where
exactly.
They comment on the movie as they're watching.
Exactly. Mystery Science Theater 2000 or whatever.
Thank you.
And Ganell says, thanks, Harlem.
I see it. Yeah. Thank you, Ganell. Happy to be here. Everybody, wherever you are, take good care of yourselves and the people around you.
All right. See you soon. I cut him off. Okay, so here we go. It is dance break time. This time I'm not going to play music in this segment because last time the music was not playing and I started some piano music and then it played over Trish's music. So this is Trish King. I was telling you about her, how, you've seen her on the show before perhaps. But she's just a wonderful musician up there in Maine. She's covering a Tom Waits song called Hold On. And here we go.
They hung a sign up in our town. If you live it up, you won't live it down. So she left Monterey, son, just like a bullet leaves a gun. With her charcoal eyes and her Monroe hips, she went and took that California trip. Well, the moon was gold, her hair like the wind. She said, don't look back, just come on, Jim. Oh, you gotta hold on, yeah, you gotta hold on. Take my hand, I'm standing right here, you gotta hold on. I gave her a dime store watch and a ring made from a spoon. Everyone's looking for someone to blame. If you share my bed, you share my name. Well, go ahead and call the cops. You don't meet nice girls in coffee shops. She said, baby, I still love you. Sometimes there's nothing left to do. Oh, you gotta hold on, yeah, you gotta hold on. Take my hand, I'm standing.
All right, everybody.
Right here.
Join us tomorrow. We have another live guest, co-star of Smothered from Amazon.
St. Louis got the best of me.
All right. You have inspired me too as well, Trish. Take care, everybody.
How I wish you still were here with me. Well, you build it up and wreck it down. Then you burn your mansion to the ground. When there's nothing left to keep you here, when you're falling behind in this big blue world, oh, you gotta hold on, oh yeah, you gotta hold on. Take my hand, standing right here, you gotta hold on.
Nice. All right, we're going out. See you tomorrow.